A.J. Brown, Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, and I've even heard some about DK Metcalf, may hold out if they don't get a contract. And I understand it. A.J. Brown, one of the best young wide receivers. DK Metcalf, one of the best young wide receivers. Deebo Samuel was 2/3 of the 49er offense. That's how they started winning, when they put Deebo Samuel and just said, give him the ball, let him go. Terry McLaurin, Washington's best wide receiver by a long shot. You need to pay these guys. If you don't pay them, let them walk. Let them go get a payday. But if you don't pay them, your team loses out. That's the huge thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide we're not playing until I get a new contract. Which is also with what Kyler Murray's agent said, that Kyler would not play unless he has a new contract. However, the Cardinals have re-signed wide receiver A.J. Green to a 1-year contract. Run it back with A.J. Green and see what happens. Seahawks signed quarterback Geno Smith, 1-year contract, $7 million. A bit of a pay raise, but they don't have any other quarterback, so you gotta take what you can get. The Packers have signed wide receiver Sammy Watkins, who, to a 1-year contract, who has had moments of greatness. But at other points, he's not been very good. So, I like it, but I still say the Packers got to draft a wide receiver in the first round. They could probably get away with it not drafting in the first round, because there's a lot of wide receivers in the draft, and a lot of speedy wide receivers in the draft. But you still got to look at it from, they need someone to take over the Devontae Adams role. The Cowboys released a punter. No, not Brian Anger. Hunter Nicewander. Hunter the punter is no longer a Cowboy. This happened because they brought back Brian Anger, who did really well last year. He wasn't gonna last very long. When the Cardinals heard that Kyler Murray would not play unless he had a new contract, the Cardinals insisted that they would not trade Murray. Well, they may be forced to do something they don't really want to do. Either pay him, because he's looking at Deshaun Watson, who has civil cases on his head, and yet he got paid fully guaranteed, over $200 million fully guaranteed. That's what he's looking at. That's what Kyler's looking at. And he doesn't have civil cases above his head. So it's either time to pay the piper, or let him go. Let him trade him. Because else he's not going to play. Are you really comfortable with Colt McCoy starting all 16 games? No. Are you really wanting to have to trade for somebody, or sign somebody, or draft somebody? No, but if Kyler won't play, that's what you're going to have to do. NBC has finally selected a new sideline reporter for Sunday Night Football, and it's not who you would think. Melissa Stark is replacing Michelle DeFoyer as the sideline reporter for NBC. She did have a 3-year stint on Monday Night Football in 2000 and 2003. To my surprise, I thought it was going to be Catherine Tappan. I thought she did an amazing job. I have not really read up too much on Melissa Stark. All I can tell you is this. I thought it was going to be Catherine Tappan or Jack Collinsworth, and it ended up they go in a complete different direction. It's an interesting move. We heard a report earlier that Catherine Tappan had the inside track to this job, and NBC decided to go in a different direction.